everybody, it's me again. It's Orlando Walters, Dr. Orlando Walters for OrlandoWaltersDPT.com, okay? And I'm here with Liz Ryan, a professional instructor, Nordic skiing, stuff like that. So anyway, I'm out here in Leavenworth. We're in Washington. Always like getting around, seeing different things, just in case we got to work with different clients for different events and things of that nature. Liz Ryan, she saw me eat it a few times, but she was she was good enough to stop and make sure I was okay. So how you doing, Liz Ryan? Let me get some. Boom. All right, so tell me a little bit about how long you've been doing this.
So I have been teaching for 4 years here.
Awesome. How long have you been, doing the ski stuff?
I've probably been on the snow since I was about 3.
Okay, all right. So, wow, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
Okay, all right. So I'm sure there's a few things that you can teach me. Okay.
There's always some things to learn too.
All righty. All right. So what is that we have to keep in mind when you are out here doing the cross country skiing?
A few things to keep in mind are making sure that you stay relaxed.
Okay.
Because the more tense you get, the more wobbly you get, and the more likely you are to fall down.
Okay. All right.
So always trying to keep your body just nice and loose.
Loosey goosey.
And also probably number 1, if you're going to have good success, is have good balance.
Oh, I definitely don't have that. But it's okay. It's all right. Gotta learn something. Gotta learn one way or the other. All right. How about? Is it too late to learn?
Never. We have people that are in their 60s, 70s that give it a try for the first time.
And I noticed that. I noticed that. There's a lot of individuals out here. Oh, somebody almost there. You see that? But it's okay.
But they're having fun.
That's right. That's the
Which is
biggest
probably
part.
the most important.
Exactly. Now, one thing I have to notice being out here is I think the best part for me is the view. I mean, the trees, the mountains, everything like that.
It's not always so cloudy.
No?
Usually we get some beautiful sunshine and you get to see these peaks in the mountains for miles.
Well, you come to Miami. You don't have any skiing there, but you get a lot of sunshine. I'm back out here with Liz Ryan. Okay, so a few things that questions I need to know. Considering that I'm a physical therapist extraordinaire, I need to know all there is to know, especially about a new sport and individuals for the new sport that I'm going to be working with. Anyway, Liz Ryan, what are common injuries that you typically see for individuals in this particular sport?
Unfortunately, cross-country skiing has a very, very low potential injury risk.
Oh, sweet.
So that's why it's very age appropriate for anybody. But one of the things that happens is people fall.
Okay.
And so to try to get people to not fall, if you have somebody that has had a hip replacement or an elderly individual with any kind of weaker bone density, you want to make sure that they're not falling.
Okay.
So you want to be able to give them the tips and the tools and the skills so that they are as balanced as possible and minimize that.
Okay.
The other thing that can happen sometimes is some knees. That's the other not so common. Hip is probably the major.
Gotcha.
But every now and then you'll have some people with some knee issues.
Okay.
And then you just want to make sure you're building up the balance and strength within those knee joints to make sure that they're as resilient as possible when they're in this setting.
Gotcha. All right, so my next question would be, what are exercises or things that individuals would do to help prevent these potential injuries that they might see?
One of the easiest things to do is I have people try to stand on one leg. So if they are maybe brushing their teeth or standing in front of a counter, like if they're doing dishes, see if they can stand on one leg for 30 seconds. Make sure they can do the same on the other leg, because everybody has their dominant and their non-dominant side. And just that alone, that single leg stand is invaluable. It's a wonderful, wonderful exercise to get people more comfortable with their balance and more comfortable being able to be on a ski, which requires you to be on one ski and then switch to the other ski and maintain your balance throughout that transition.
Awesome. So this sounds very similar to vestibular rehab we might see with individuals, the vertigo and things of that nature, but there's a lot of exercises that we can do for one thing that crosses over to the other. So that's awesome. Any strengthening exercises, or is just primarily endurance? Because I noticed endurance is one of the things that I need to work on and keep going.
As far as strengthening goes, it kind of depends on the type of skiing that you're doing.
Okay.
So I noticed you were doing classic skiing today.
Okay.
So squats, very, very helpful thing to do to make sure the ankles, the knees, and the hips are working as well as they can.
That tightens up the glutes, doesn't it?
Tightens up the glutes.
All right, firm buns.
And then the other thing that you want to do if you are skate skiing, which is that more side to side, is to do a little bit more hip focused exercises. So sometimes you can take that little band and do a banded side to side walk. If you don't have a band, you could do side abduction. Standing on one leg, even better. You're working your balance. But making sure that the hips are as strong as possible. Squats and then any kind of lateral movements.
Gotcha. Okay. All righty. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. How to do some Nordic skiing.
Conditioning.
All right, conditioning, strengthening, and make sure you have a good time. Stay off the ground, like me, hopefully. And so yeah. So anything you want to tell the fans out there?
You might need a lesson or two.
All right, we got a wise guy here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Liz Ryan, I appreciate you taking your time. Give me a little bit of tutelage and let us see what's going on out here. And I hope to meet on better circumstances where I'm not on the ground and you're like trying to help me up, okay? All right.
Sounds good.
All right, have a good one. Thank you very much.
You take
Hey
care.
guys, hey, she's awesome. You guys come out here to Leavenworth. See Liz Ryan. She's gonna teach you everything that you need to know, okay? She's awesome.